windy. Too windy. Need the wind to die down. Hey friends, I'm super excited. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For the past couple days, I've been camping out with my friend Nate. We've been obsidian hunting, we've been wildlife viewing, we've been exploring caves, we've been doing all sorts of really cool stuff, exploring lava flows, and I'm super excited to show it to you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Well, I hope I prepared for every eventuality. I don't even want to say this out loud because I'm afraid that if I say it out loud, then something that I haven't prepared for will happen. But like, I've got tire patch kits, I've got sidewall patch kits, I got like pumps, I've got shovels, I've got like everything. Because I've had so many flat tires out here, 95 degrees.
These rocks gotta be tough on it.
Through the flows. We have arrived at the first major landmark. Let's check this out for a little while. So this is part of the, like, if you look on Google Earth, you can see the rifts. So the rift happens when there's like a stretch in the plate, in the tectonic plate. So like you have places where the plates squish together, but then because some plates are so big, there's actually places where they stretch and come apart. And this area is actually the best example and the biggest rift in the continental United States.
Wow.
It's, you know, like when you pull a cookie out of the oven and you like hold it by the middle and it starts to like crack apart in the middle?
Yeah.
Like that's what this area looks like on the imagery.
Wow.
This used to be the longest lava tube in the area. Like the structure is 15 miles long. And it just goes. This part isn't accessible anymore, but they've done ground penetrating radar and there's still parts of this lava tube.
Wow.
All the way to the east and the west of it, which is crazy. This is Bear Trap Cave. This is part of the last section of it that's intact. The rest of it's collapsed. Still got some snow hanging on. It's all icy. Some of these caves out here in the desert they've found artifacts over 10,000 years old. They found skeletons of mammoths and dire wolves and ground sloths. And they found stone points and archaeological or anthropological remnants from people that were hunting them out here on this desert 10 to 15,000 years ago. Time to go down into the cave. It's so icy. Frozen little lake. This is crazy, dude. Oh, there's like a little waterfall here, but it looks super like, it looks like when you crack the windshield on a car. Like, that's what the ice looks like. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Whoa, look at that.
That is incredible.
Well, how does that form? What the heck? You can see them, like the way the lava rippled down here. That's cool.
Wow. So this is just the lava that didn't move fast, that had a channel and kept going.
Yep.
And then it just flows out the end. And
Yeah.
it creates this.
Whoa.
There's some kind of fur right here.
Yeah, for real.
but this is not sand. Wow.
Someone asked somebody to prom in here. That'll be a archaeological evidence in 100 years.
Yeah, 200 years.
Yeah, you can see why they'd be secretive about
You really can.
where certain really important ones are. There's really weird molds that grow in here. I don't think it's
I think you're right.
it's not a carcass, it's just
That
a
just
mold.
looks so much
I
like
have seen
fur.
I've seen molds like that in Lariat Cave. Growing
Okay.
off of a dog turd. Yeah, there's more over here.
Rats that live in here. They're all the way down here. Well, I gotta take a picture of just the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's cool. Very specially adapted. It'll be the next superfood.
I guess so.
Cave turd fungus. We had a traumatic wound here.
Slipping in the ice caves with some rock and.
Well, I brought a bunch of coconut water because we're trying to get rid of it before it expires. Yep, we're having our coconut water next to the Hawaiian lava flows. Gonna go camp out in a Kipuka. Just living the Hawaiian dream right now in March in Idaho. Right, let's go Kipuka it up.
Let's do it. Little speed deer.
Trappers, when they came out and met with the natives were hunting deer and bighorns and trying not to get ate by grizzly bears.
Yep.
Grizzly bears out on the sage. It's where they belong. I don't know how fast I'm gonna have to hit this, so it's not bad. The desert is primed to light off, but it's not quite there yet. I love all these water bodies. There's another. Is that a duck?
There's a duck in there.
There's a duck.
I didn't see that the first time.
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't quite tell.
Two bigger ducks,
Two bigger
a bunch
ducks.
of smaller ones. One mating pair of widgeons, and then another mating pair of like a gadwall or a redhead, and then a bunch of green-winged teal out on that pond. For reference, we're like, I don't know, probably 40 miles from the nearest continuous water body. We're just,
These ducks are on spring break. They came out to visit.
that's right. You got
Couple
two
young-
elk,
2 spikes.
3 elk running into the setting sun.
No way.
Carrying antlers. His right side is like, oh dude, I can't even see a freaking thing now that he's in the sun. Oh my
I think they
gosh.
came off of the skyline.
They're still
there they
coming
are.
down. Yep, they're coming across.
No way.
That bull has got 2 spikes with him. His right side is super like janky. He's a full 6-point though,
He is.
like a decent one.
That's a good elk, man.
Dude, what if we watched him drop right now? He's not big, but he's not bad.
There we go. Oh, baby.
That's cool. Oh, it smells like rain. The clouds are starting to get some candy. Sun's about to set. There's snow over there still.
How old would you say are some of like the oldest sagebrush?
I mean, the oldest ones are 100.
100?
I'm
That's pretty
sure.
cool,
They just start to slow down their growth because they
yeah.
start competing with so much. But yeah, those big oldies are probably 50, 75, 100 maybe even. Well, we just came right over a rise almost to where we're gonna camp for the night and enjoying this incredible sunset. And looked over, and about 700 or 800 yards that way are two big bulls, both still carrying their antlers. Taking a video of them right now on the phone. The one on the left's a 6 point, but it might be a 7 point. It's hard to tell. If the one on the right is a bull, it's dropped its antlers already for the year. But it's hard to say from this distance what it is. And we came up on the rise to see if we could see the bulls any closer, and they were gone like ghosts, so maybe we'll see them in the morning. We're gonna camp the night just right down in here next to the big lava flow, the fresh lava flow, and see what the morning brings.
This is gonna be prime right here. Nice soft earth.
Alright, gonna get the pads set up for sleeping and then get some dinner. I hate feeling like I'm sliding off.
Yeah, right.
That's what wakes me up at night.
When you just have the feeling that you're like, get off your bed.
Yeah, I hate that feeling. It's probably what wakes me up more than anything.
Yeah. I have people that don't want to go camping because they're not sleeping in their bed. I'm like, you're joking. I get some people have problems, but
yeah.
If you're just an average Joe like me, you got to be able to sleep more than just in your bed. I think when I'm sleeping in like hard places without much cushion, first day I wake up and I'm just like, oh, you feel it.
Yep.
2 days later, like my body adjusts to sleep on a hard surface, and I don't feel it anymore. I'm not as sore. I don't know.
I honestly sleep. So like, I get like random hip pain.
Yeah.
I've always thought like, oh, it's like a muscle imbalance or something. So I'm like always doing like all sorts of weird like Pilates or like psychosomatic exercises and all that jazz to try and get rid of it. And then I go sleep out in the mountains.
Does it help it?
On the ground, flat, like on my back, and it's just gone. Start into some cooking here.
Think about like how many weekends I have, or the ability that I have to get out.
Yeah.
And all the little bit I want to do. Think about the time that I have available to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, this stove is legit. Just takes either white gas or regular gas, like a regular unleaded auto gas. Takes backpack stoves to a whole new level.
Seriously.
This is regular car gas.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what kind of stove do they call that?
This?
Or the gas? Yeah, setup.
The setup is the MSR Whisper Light.
MSR Whisper Light.
Yeah. We got dessert.
Oh.
We got Danishes.
Baby. Jeez.
We got a moth. Freaking moth eyes are the grossest. Moth eyes in the light are just freaking unnerving. Eating good is what it's all about.
That is what it's all about.
Makes a big difference. Alright, you're gonna die, moth. Oh, now there's two. They're like ugly moths, too. I got these bowls at Costco on sale. They were like $9 for...
sweet.
$9 for like a 12-pack or something.
Nice.
I just add chicken to them, and I like to add sweet ginger sauce, and then I add cilantro.
Yeah, I went camping into a cooking school. This is gonna be great. This can give me a new recipe.
Cilantro, and then I like a little bit of lime with it. Get the cutting board I made out. Cut some peppers on it.
You made that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sweet.
I didn't really finish the other side because I figured the other side would be
doesn't
like
matter, right?
meat and stuff. So
Wow.
this is untreated, just sanded down. It's
That's
Russian
awesome.
olive.
Russian olive? That's beautiful. That's pretty cool.
Sanded down and cleaned, and then this side is oiled with like a linseed oil or something
Yeah.
to keep it a little more
That's cool.
waterproof.
Gotta use for food.
This is great Grandpa Merle's knife
Nice.
and hatchet setup.
You mean cut some of these up into a dice them?
Yeah, we'll dice them. You got the hatchet piece, and I don't know if I bet they don't make these kinds of things anymore, but you pop the handle off and you slide the handle onto that, so you have a
That's sweet.
hatchet and a knife in one.
Jensen Porter loving camping yet? Or I feel like at a young
they
age, I just remember complaining a lot sometimes, more than I should have.
Really?
And then looking back, being like, why did I complain so much when my dad took me out? Well, maybe it's because when we went hunting, it was like, let's start out climbing the steepest hill that we can imagine.
They seem to love it.
It's good.
Yeah, leave some snacks for the elk. Drop some peppers on the ground, see if they figure out how to eat
As long as it doesn't grow some invasive bell pepper
some
species.
invasive bell peppers. I don't think we could do that if we tried.
I don't think they'd grow here.
Nothing good.
Nothing good grows out here. Yeah,
that's
for human
invasive.
consumption. And you know what? Too bad carp aren't tasty. Could you imagine?
Dude, imagine. Like, I get it. They eat it everywhere in the world. Like, Asian countries love it. But, like,
It's
no,
just
I've had
weird.
it. It's not good.
And I've cooked it in multiple different ways. I've smoked it. Smoking was probably the best way. But I over-brined it for obvious reasons. So it was a little too salty. But I mean, smoking it,
still bony, right?
still bony. A little easier to pick out the bones, or like, yeah, it wasn't as bad.
The thing I don't really like about Idaho's like bag limits on bass is like none under 16 inches. I'm like, the only ones I want to eat are under 16
right.
inches.
The big
I don't want
ones.
to freaking eat a huge, nasty,
That's right.
predatory fish that's collected all the freaking toxins.
I just followed the recipe that they did down south with gar and made gar balls, but with northern pike minnow.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't bad, and you put all the meat and the bones through a food processor,
Oh.
and it just and you deep fry them once you bread the ball of meat and onion and pepper, and so the bones are like, I mean, the northern pike minnow have the similar bone structure to the carp, and it wasn't even bad. Like, there was no bones.
Dang.
I will tell you though, probably the worst fish I've ever eaten was a white sucker.
Same.
That fish just, it didn't hold any structure. The meat was so mushy,
Yeah.
and it was just a absolutely disgusting to eat.
I had a big whitefish one time, and it just tasted like mud, and it felt like
The whitefish
mud in
too.
my
I've heard the
mouth.
whitefish are good, but
I think the way I cooked it was probably not the best, but I don't know.
still though, the way the whitefish looks,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even look like a fish that could taste good, you know.
Yeah, true that.
That's also though, like the Arctic grayling. I've heard those are decent, but
But they're just a whitefish with a big fin.
right. Honestly, my favorite fish from Idaho that I've caught and cooked is brown trout.
Yeah.
Big brown trout. I really enjoyed a nice big brown trout.
We last spring, I got invited to go down on a guy's crappie boat at CJ Strike. We caught 109 crappie.
Oh, the crappie grew pretty good.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm gonna eat crappie the rest of my life. Like,
Good.
I'm trying to figure out
Good.
how to get over there in the next month or so. We went out in May, and it was just nonstop.
Do you think that's enough? Should I do some
yeah,
more?
that's plenty.
So true lime seasoning? I've never seen that.
It's a lot easier to deal with than having
Actually having
limes, and the flavor is.
Better than lime juice? Lime juice is the worst.
Yeah, I don't like lime juice.
Lime and lemon juice, I'm like...
You should taste, like, to me this tastes like a real like key lime, or like a Mexican or like a Peruvian lime. Like, it's good. It's not just
Oh yeah, right away.
Yeah.
So far different than.
Yeah, lime juice from a bottle.
I tell my wife all the time,
No.
like, no, that's not. We do the real thing. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Make true lemon too.
Get that
And
on
it
fish.
tastes
That'd
just
be
as
good.
good. Yeah, that's what I do. Like I have a recipe for smoked salmon and smoked trout and like all that, and it has the lemon as part of the seasoning mix that I made.
Because there's lemon pepper, but sometimes I don't necessarily want the peppery side of the lemon pepper, right?
I should give you my recipe for smoked salmon
That'd be sweet.
seasoning.
Do you brine it in true lemon, or you put it on it?
I usually like our go-to recipe if we have half an hour to get something is those frozen vacuum sealed salmon fillets from Costco.
Yeah.
We'll just pull those out and I'll just like spray them with some Pam and then just do like this. It's like brown sugar, true lemon, and then it's got like just salt and a bunch of other stuff, onion powder and things like that. And it's so good. I've been tweaking the seasoning recipe for a few years now, and it's go ahead and add as much chicken as you want. We got 2 cans, so if you use that whole can up, then just.
I mean, I got a fork in here.
If you got a fork, you can use that. I put a spork right there if you want.
Yeah,
how can there be so many moths?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? I didn't know there was moths in the desert.
Look at that, he's all fuzzy.
It's like Gandalf's.
Add some protein to the meal here.
There you go.
Oh,
Hit the spot.
dang, that's good. I might add my boom flavor oil.
Just think
It's like
about
they're
the
trying to
different
be racist,
lifestyle
dude.
of the. Oh, just what is it called?
The what?
What did you say it was? The what flavor?
It's called the boom flavor. Like they're trying to make it freaking racist, dude. Like boom bang pow. Like, how can I not say that without freaking sounding like I'm about to
Oh, that's a great flavor.
start a Japanese concentration camp?
Seriously. You just imagine though, like being a Native American and just the different kind of lives they live, and the pressures of every day versus the pressures of like our lives.
Dude.
It's just crazy to think about. It blows
One
my mind.
of the like most stark realizations I had of that was listening to the I'm trying to remember the actual name of the book, but it's like the biography of Meriwether Lewis. And it's mostly focused on the expedition. It still had some elements of his pre and post life. Like, did you know he was a manic depressive?
I didn't know that.
Committed suicide?
I had no idea.
Anyway, they pop over the mountain at Lemhi Pass, drop into the Salmon River Valley. The Shoshones are there. They meet them. They're like, we want to go down that river. The Shoshones are like, you're not going to make it down that river, I promise you. And they're like, yeah, right. So Clark goes down, takes one look at the river, sees all the rapids, is like, you're right, we're not going down that river. Would you like to go hunting with us? So they go hunting. They're running down the mountain range on horseback, and they shoot a couple deer. And the Shoshones are in such an starved, malnourished state that one of the hunters in the party was so disgusted that he put this in his journal about what happened. He was like, I watched the Shoshone man, they just fell up. He's like, we shot the deer and they fell upon it like savage beasts and they just ripped it apart like wolves.
Like eating it raw.
Like they were just eating it raw.
Holy.
And then he said, and this journal entry was like, guy was starving, but he said, I almost lost my, I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically it was just like, this was disgusting.
Oh my God.
He's watching a Shoshone man with the intestines of the deer strung down, eating them, and pushing the poop out.
Yeah, just
and just eating it.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
And they said, and then they the journal entries report that was the first meat that they'd seen in months or something.
Oh my goodness. Like obviously there was a long time period when they weren't even able to measure it. That probably never did, but the life expectancy was for an average Native American woman and an average Native American man.
Past a certain age.
And then do you include like births in that or not? You know, like infants that die at birth, or can you imagine being like an 80-year-old Indian?
Well, frick, dude.
Like what you'd seen in your life. I mean, I don't know if they lived that long.
Dude, for one, if you're sitting here 3,000 years ago, which we know they were, you'd be looking over to this side of us, and it would just be steam clouds.
Yeah,
and just lava, like a. Can you imagine when it rained and stuff, or like when it snowed, and like how much steam would be? It would just look like Iceland.
Oh man, that would be so cool.
This is the craziest thing to think about. And it could be again if we get enough seismic activity.
Right. For now.
Let me know when you're ready for dessert.
Ooh. Break them out.
We got apple and cream filled. Cream cheese filled.
Dang, I might have to go with the apple. You know, I'm an apple fritters guy. Like when
Same.
donuts, those people are always like, "What's your favorite donut?" And yeah, I like a maple bar, a chocolate bar.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the apple fritters though.
Bro, there's a moth in this. No! I was like, that just twitched. I was like, no way, there's no way. That's just a piece of like wilted cilantro. Oh, gross.
There was one that flew right over my food a couple times, and like I looked and I tried to make sure I might have eaten a moth too.
Dude, they look, the way when it gets all wet just looks like one of the cilantros in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't eat that. That was literally like half a second from going in my mouth. I'm so glad I looked close.
Good for you.
This has been by far my favorite sleeping pad though I've ever had.
Where'd you get that one?
It's from a company called Climate. This one's like a R. I think this is an R4 rated sleeping pad, nice. So it's insulated, which I can't even tell you how big of a difference that makes. Like having slept on uninsulated pads my whole life.
Yeah. There's something we said.
This is like a total game changer. Like I've slept in hammocks and frozen in other sleeping pads, and this one was just so different. What's yours?
It's my dad's.
Dude, it looks the same.
I think it's the same because it is insulated. It's static V.
Yeah, tree. You have the same exact one except for yours is camo and mine's orange. Heck yeah. Got all of our stuff packed up for bed. Got our beds ready and set up. Sleeping out under the stars tonight. It's gonna be a beautiful night. I'm stoked. Is that what I think it is? Is that a black widow? Dude, it is. It's an immature black widow. Well, GD. Oh, that was gross. Yeah, dude. Look at that little hourglass on the bottom of it.
That's alarming. Hopefully that was the only one.
Bro, they're gonna try and cuddle with us all night to keep warm. This is horrible. First the moth, then the freaking baby black widow. What the heck? Is there a black widow?
It's crawling across.
Like, where did it come from? Dude, I wonder if that came from like...
So I kicked up a nest, clearing the...
Oh gosh. Alright, well it's late and we are headed to bed. It's about 10:15. We're under the stars tonight and it is beautiful. Good morning. It's about 6:15. We're gonna get up and start getting ready for breakfast, and so we can hike up to a spot that we're gonna go to this morning. Pretty uneventful night. No black widows. No coyotes. Well, they just howled a bunch, but nothing close by. Alright, let's get up and get going. Have you ever had this before?
I haven't. Looks like mystical. Yeah, I think it's incredible.
I've got oatmeal and I've got like cinnamon vanilla quinoa. Time for the breakfast of champions. Muesli, quinoa, creamer, brown sugar. The thing that'll fuel you all day. Alright, breakfast is about done. Packing up for a fast, light hike out. Get the first aid kit, the water, the snacks. Shoot out there. Alrighty. We are ready to strike out across the lava. I just want to find a cave that's never been found in one of these collapsed little areas. It'd be so cool. Just bumped a little bit. Oh, there he goes. Look how like red this.
Oh wow.
Little cavern. This flow that we're coming up on is only about 2,100 years old. These big chasms are kind of sketchy to jump across. Whee! Look, there's like a almost like a path I don't know what would have caused, would have made it. There's like an impression.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's a whole different kind of lava flow. It's all broken up lava instead of smooth lava. It's kind of got a different composition to it too.
Yes,
it seems like a lot redder,
Less dense.
lighter.
Wow.
Interesting. Whoa, that's a big crack. Oh, that is deep. Yeah, do you see down there how there's like cinders or something? Like it looks like a beach.
Yeah.
Should we walk over that bridge right there? Looks like it would collapse. Isn't that crazy? Just like one little bit of intact broken up rock that spans it. It's the sacred bridge.
Keystone of the lava flow.
That's so crazy. It looks like it's easier to cross up here. No, just come over here. There's a spot you can just step over. Right here. Oh, bah. That's not sketchy at all.
I know.
Don't worry, Trez. So bizarre. These like little tubes, you break them open and they're like red inside. Whoa. You can see how it like cooled at different speeds or something.
So many layers.
I can absolutely see why the settlers thought this was just the most horrendous thing they'd ever seen.
Yeah. Agreed. A lot of velocity
Yeah.
before it hit a rock, because for it just to do that,
Crazy.
pretty cool.
Big shot slug from a big military helicopter rifle or something. I found the casing for your bullet.
Did you really? No way.
Do you see if it fits?
Let me pull it out. Oh yeah.
The perfect fit. It's even got powder in it right now. It's just dirt, not gunpowder.
Close enough.
It's all bent, so. Crazy.
You could see how that was.
Yep. It's great. Everything looks so close yet so far.
Right.
These ones are all dormant. This one's closer to the water and they're all active. Oh, that's a cool crust right there. Wonder if it'll do anything with water on it. So this is like the biggest example of the Great Rift that you'll see out here, I think. Like, it's a cinder cone, but it's like a long cinder cone because it was just like all along the rift and cinders just like spewed out of it. Like, have you ever seen the videos of like Iceland or Hawaii where like it's just like burping out cinder, like burping out lava? That's what happened here. That's why it's tall like that, because it just slowly built up and built up little chunks of of lava. Getting closer to it. It's a more intense hike than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because of the unevenness of the ground.
Gotta watch your step more. Zigzag a little bit more.
Roll your ankle a little bit more. Oh, it's so crazy, all these little snow pockets. Oh, that one's pretty deep. A bunch of rabbit poop right on top of the drift. Can't remember what this called. They call it like...
It's a beautiful plant.
It's got a weird name. This is what I keep smelling though, I think.
Beautiful.
It's really resinous. Like, it has a resin on the leaves. And it's really strong smelling. I think that's what I keep smelling. I thought of another good title. Walking around in Earth's stretch marks. Your stretch marks are beautiful, Earth.
Man, is this clickbait or is this for real?
There should be a trail going straight up the left side of this. Not up it, but around the left side of it. Should be a pretty good game trail.
Wow.
Then the mystery will finally be solved. Oh, sweet dirt.
Dude, it does fill up and it's warm. So fertile.
Look at that cave up there.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah, we climb it real quick.
Yeah, me too.
Get a good view.
Buttercup. Some more old owl pellets.
Such a weird Kipuka because it doesn't feel like it's higher than the rest of the lava flow.
Yeah. You get up here and it feels not that different.
Right.
Looking out. Welcome to the roof of the desert. If you like this video, check out our channel and join us Sundays for more adventures.